back, ladies and gentlemen. April 9th. This is the Tompkins edition, and I am your host, Jimmy Jam 420. We got DD Detroit over here on my right, and on my left, I got Tompkins' finest, Jay Langle. Now, we're going to get back to you, kind of pick off where we left off yesterday with our topic about the flat earth. These people are nuts. But are they? Are they nuts?
They're absolutely nuts if they think the Earth is flat.
They. Why though? Why is it okay for people to have certain?
Let me get this straight. Every other planet in our solar system is round.
Well, they're not saying that necessarily.
No, they're saying it's the Earth is a disc.
I mean, they're saying all. I mean, obviously,
starting from the Arctic Circle.
If they're
so I mean, it's kind of round, but just in a discular shape.
If they're calling the Earth a flat object, then they're obviously calling everything else flat too.
Everything else flat? What do you mean everything else flat?
So the moon's flat?
Wow.
Yeah, they all are like plates. It would be like a plate.
Through the flat earther's eyes.
The only thing I see on that, if you honestly said that the Earth is flat and all the rest of the planets in the solar system is flat, you are absolutely just out bonkers. Like there is no supporting data. There's no indication that it's flat.
See, and this is the problem because
where's the indication saying that it's not flat?
According to the
records, history books, and everyone like.
Well, if you go back to the oldest, history books, the oldest history books do depict it as flat. In fact, that for the majority of known time on Earth, it was perceived as
you're
flat.
Saying like Christopher Columbus and all the other people.
That was their history book.
That was from
Christopher
Columbus.
They also said the sun and everything rotated around Earth.
Okay, so obviously
that's true.
Well,
also?
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. Maybe this is where
the dead clock is right 2 times out of the day.
Right.
Okay,
so
that is just absolutely.
I mean,
that's what you're gonna lay your whole. I mean, it's your life. You live your life however you want. But
no, I'm not saying I don't say I believe that it is flat either. I'm saying that this is their belief, And honestly, I look at it like this: if the world is round, or if the world is flat, what does it really matter to me?
I don't think it matters at all.
That's what. So this is my kind of my thought on it.
But my biggest thing too is, don't we have other things to worry about than whether the Earth is flat?
That's kind of where I'm at with it too. Because okay, you know what? The Earth's flat. What does it matter? Earth is round. It doesn't make much difference to me.
Well, it does.
Well, all it does is
on the ship. I want to make sure I'm not going to fall off the side of the freaking Earth.
Well, but the thing is, you can't.
Well, other people have done it and come back.
I mean, obviously, people have made it all the way around without falling off.
So wouldn't that mean the Earth is round?
Not necessarily. I mean, what if
the table that we have all the equipment set up on is that round or flat?
It's square.
Well, we can see it.
It's square, but is it flat?
It's flat, yeah.
Okay, so if you roll the ball across the table, would it fall off the table onto the ground?
Or you could go like this.
Yeah, how do you go around the table?
I'm saying, how do you get to the back of the table? If the United States is where your laptop is, and China was on the bottom of it, how would you get to China?
Go all the way around.
It's on the bottom of the table. You can't go around in a circle.
It's underneath of it?
Yeah. Because that's how the Earth is.
Maybe.
On one side of the globe,
spherical.
You have
a spherical
America on
globe.
one side. You have
pull up the map of the UN, the flag of the UN.
The UN flag.
Yep, because the UN flag depicts the flat Earth, which this map was the map of the world.
This one right here.
Right there, you go. There's your flat Earth.
That's because you can't have a 3-dimensional flag.
Or is it the real map?
So you're saying there's big clover leaves that surround the fucking flat Earth too?
No, I'm saying they're putting it in your face. I'm saying they're putting it in your face that is the real map.
You could put a globe on the internet or on a flag. You can make a 2-dimensional globe.
It'd be 3-dimensional.
So
wouldn't that be 3-dimensional?
From look at that map, and then how would we get to China from there? See?
Well, I'm gonna try and show you this little globe.
There you go. So we're here. So how would we get to China? in a circular motion.
Okay. So how do we get to South America?
South America, straight.
That's not South America, James. That's. All right, how do you get Antarctica?
Well, this almost looks like Pangea.
Antarctica. Antarctica. Show them where Antarctica
Where's
is.
Antarctica at?
Right here.
No, that's Australia.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's Australia.
There it is.
Okay. Oh no, this is Antarctica. This is Antarctica. This is the North Pole. Okay.
No, North Pole's at the
middle.
top.
Got him.
All I'm saying is, if it's flat or round or a disc shape, at some point in time you have to fall off the entire planet.
Nah,
If you keep going.
there could be some kind of gravitational barrier.
If we
So now
stand,
we have an invisible barrier.
yeah, an
Yeah,
invisible
well, we
barrier.
have gravity.
The
That's
atmosphere
invisible. We got
is invisible.
invisible barriers.
You know how we have gravity surrounding an atmosphere surrounding us? Because we're a globe shape where that atmosphere can be all collected and keep you within the atmosphere.
The way these flat earthers think is that there's a dome basically above it. They see anything as an atmosphere is a dome kind of above the earth.
The way these flat thinkers think is one-dimensional, and back in the mid-century, medieval times is how they're thinking. They need to get with the times. You know, we're in 2019, not freaking 21 BC.
Also, just because it's a different time, that we should get with the times. And all right,
Yeah,
here's my biggest concern.
But hold on, if that argument, what you just said, that they should get with the times, if that's what you're saying, then maybe we shouldn't allow women to vote if they're not going to get with the times.
But I don't think that's the case though. I don't think people need to get with the times, because what if it's not a set fact that we have concrete evidence on? I mean, the only thing I'm saying,
What would constitute concrete evidence? Photos from NASA from space showing the Earth is round.
yeah. But
Okay, so
but they can't really do that either
let's.
without making one.
Google NASA satellites of Earth, and there you
No,
go.
no, that's all conspiracy theory. That's
Oh,
all.
we're gonna get back into this now.
That's all that's all a conspiracy
Sounds like
theory
you
to
got
prove
Google.
that the Earth is round. And they mentioned that it's all a conspiracy. Now, look here. Shaquille O'Neal proclaimed our home planet is flat, saying that when he drives from Florida to California, it's flat to me.
It's flat to me. If Shaquille O'Neal says it, then it's fact.
And
Oh, God.
He's a fucking police officer, man.
And look,
So
he's
am I.
Detective.
Whatever,
and
police
he's
officers,
he's
same
tall
shit.
enough that he could give us a better perspective from a distance.
He would know. He does that upper advantage
And
to see.
Superman, the Shaq man. But anyways, Shaq is a flat earther. Are we? So we got one for Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal is a flat earther. There's some other people that are flat earthers that you might be surprised on.
That one guy that did that was it a YouTube star? No, he was a what's that guy's name? I don't think he was a YouTube star first. He was let's see, flat earther advocates.
All right. So, anyways, I think we're just gonna have to.
Agree to disagree.
I was gonna say wait till we receive more evidence on this.
I would be interested to hear like the fact. I would love for people to call in or just
Well,
give their
just
opinion
hit us
on it.
up on social media. I want to hear the concrete. I want to hear their argument for this. Is what I would like to hear.
You know, and that's what
Change my mind, people, please.
Yeah, give me a solid.
that's the thing.
Solid
The
block.
president of the Flat Earth Society. Maybe we should call him and see
Who,
if we,
who is
maybe
the
we-
president of Flat Earth
maybe
Society?
we should call him and see if we can
Does
get
he have
him
Verizon? Get his ass on the ringer. Let's talk to this guy.
on.
What's his name?
Let's Marco Polo
Let's
this
look him up. Well, we
motherfucker.
can at least email him. Give him our email address.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a question for you. Will you?
No,
come on?
we
Yo,
there.
bro, we need to hear your stats on this.
Yeah, because we have no idea. We're lost.
We are lost Earthlings who need to know the truth.
What is this guy's
What
name?
what is-
Contacts.
before,
I got his contacts right here.
Hey, before we get off this whole thing, what is the best conspiracy theory you've ever heard?
The
This
best
flat Earth
What's
was
the best
pretty
one?
good.
What's the most?
I do like the flat Earth, but you know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Everything in our history books are conspiracy theories.
Okay, look.
All right, hold up.
No, You
no,
hold up.
No, you hold up.
They're from London. So does that make any more sense?
Yeah, it means they're fucking idiots.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I like the British.
I mean,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some England, but
we should. I think we should have to send James. I think this is Jimmy Jam. I think this is a mission for you
Mission for me to head over to
to
England.
head over to
I will
England
be your partner in crime on this, and we can be the detectives on this whole thing.
and get over to do the flat Earth.
As long as we hit a pub and watch the Manchester United, I'm golden.
All right, here's my biggest thought on conspiracy theories. You know, when we went through school and we had all of these history books and they were printed out by the government and they were all this information that who wanted to teach us? The government, not our teachers, not society. Certain people made these books up for us, and they were embedded in our brains for most of our public schooling. You over there, fucking private school on a farm in your backyard. But yeah, I mean that's my biggest problem with it, is the fact that I really don't believe history
so you
books.
just want history books to use. What I'm saying, I want to know the answer to this. So if you were given the President Books of Secrets, if there really was one, and
Mhm.
all the conspiracy theories in the United States history, and they said, okay, you get to look at one and read you get to know.
Is
about
this the
truth
fucking
of
National
one.
Treasure?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You're gonna take the plot line from National Treasure?
I am. What I would do, mine personally, I'll start off. Mine personally would be the JFK assassination. I would
I don't
love
give
to
a
know
fuck
the
about
truth behind that.
JFK. Who cares about that
I don't.
motherfucker?
I'm just saying. That's the one I would like to know about.
For what? Well, what's that gonna change?
Nothing, but I'd like to know.
No.
What's it gonna change if there's a flat Earth or not?
Well,
But you
It
know
could change.
that it's flat around.
It could change society as we know it.
I mean,
How?
It would make a lot of people fucking wake up and not take things for granted, like our Earth being spherical.
So I'm gonna wake up and make an extra special piece of toast in the morning, knowing that hey, this
Earth
is
is
flat.
flat?
I gotta make this shit count.
Maybe.
look.
Probably not.
I don't know. Who
So,
knows?
how about this? We got the pyramids, right? Why don't you see anything like
Those
that?
are conspiracy theories.
Why
Those
don't
aren't real.
why don't you see anything like that being built? How do we get how does man get the collective conscious where they want to build something so great like a pyramid, where they just take this task on? How does something like that get?
Well, the pharaoh from per history, if you want to go by the history books, I know Jimmy Jam don't want to talk about that, but I mean the pharaohs wanted something built. But here's the thing: you have to go with those pyramids. Those pyramids in Egypt, and they're also scientifically proven because it's a round Earth. That when you go through and you draw a line across Earth, there's pyramids in different continents, even, and on the same direct path
On the
and
same
line.
longitude lines.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So that's the same technology, right?
Yeah, being
Yeah, the
used
same
worldwide.
technology showing that the Earth is round is proven that these longitude
so-
latitude lines.
So that if they're using the same technology, did those societies they had to be able to communicate with each other then obviously?
Or have a conformed being who
Or just
told.
have aliens fucking build them.
I mean, just like a one person tell them how to make them all build.
Okay,
the same
common
thing.
knowledge.
Yes, a common knowledge. Yes.
Okay. So
If they had a flat Earth, they can certainly walk there, right? Is that your train of thought?
Well, I'm thinking back then, all
The
the
continents
continents
were
were
closer
closer.
together.
Yeah.
Don't get me because the continents spread apart a little at a time, so they were closer together.
when they were all
Pangea.
together, would that have made them flat?
But when they were all together is like before the dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
Is that like right
Yeah,
after
before the dinosaurs, what they say, and that's what throws me off too. Is how old is our planet? How old is our
It's old as shit.
I don't know. I mean, that's the biggest conspiracy theory that I'll tell you. Carbon dating. It's a made up fucking scientifical way to measure time
Yeah.
through rock. Made up.
Yeah.
They didn't. Where did they get the numbers to fucking make that shit up at?
There's no way someone can say that they are 100%. They know that is 100% fact because you don't know.
Carbon date. Well, every time they say they approximate it by a fucking few million years.
That's a big time span.
Yeah, so I mean, how can you fucking say, "Oh, this is our Earth is so many million years old because these rocks are so old"? How the fuck do you know how old those rocks are?
Yeah. I mean, it's all the You never know, I guess. I mean, I really don't know how to break it down, honest with you.
I mean, yeah, there's fucking
Hey,
nuts.
I got a little bit of news. I know we talked about this, but I really got to get this out there because it's eating me alive.
What?
Rhode Island.
Oh, we're gonna go back to Rhode Island.
We're going to Rhode Island.
The road to Rhode Island.
If you have not been keeping up, Rhode Island's Teachers Association and the Teachers Union shot down a bill. Can you look at? Give me what the bill number was. They shot down. You spelled road.
Yeah, I know I spelled it
Okay.
wrong.
Anyways, they shot down a bill. Right now, the
No, I
state
spelled it.
law in Rhode Island is a teacher can have
Want some assistance on this?
can have a
I got it.
Go ahead.
a teacher can have a physical relationship with a kid who is 16 and older by law. And the bill tried to change that and say, hey, we're going to make this 18 or make it illegal. And the Teachers Association shot it down, told them they didn't want to pass this bill. The only words I could say is, what the fuck?
What the fuck? What they call this? Was it
Is it full
H5?
Teachers Union?
House R Bill 5817.
An act relating to criminal offense.
That would make. Yep.
Oh, there's signatures. There's signatures of teachers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what? 5 signatures. Pro. Okay, there was 2 pro, and then looks like
Not
testifying, and then 2 say they're con against it, and then 1 looks like written.
So my question is, why is that Patrick guy doesn't
female,
want to testify, but he's against it?
But look at this. Stephanie is okay with me. This is Organization Achievement
She
Church,
wants to get rid of it.
Blackstone.
Hey,
and
you know
Valley
what?
Prep.
She wants to get rid of it. She's for getting rid of it.
No, she's. Oh, is that what it says? For
Yeah.
getting rid of it.
Yeah.
So we got con and con. So we got 2 males over here, and a female. Man.
Who's not for it? Let's look at their Facebook. Let's pull their Facebook up.
Pull 'em
Don't
up.
Facebook stop.
Oh, we're gonna Facebook stop them.
But seriously, how sick and twisted do you need to be?
James Purisi. Let's get his Facebook
Dude,
up.
we can't say names on here.
I mean, that's public. That
Yeah,
was
it is
public.
public. It's
knowledge,
public
but we're not
knowledge.
those kind of people.
Okay,
But
I spelled it.
But seriously, like honestly, if you were sending your kid to a school in Rhode Island, knowing very well that if they had detention,
Boy or
At the end of school?
girl, I wouldn't want them there.
no,
Boy or girl. On a serious
you
note,
find them.
absolutely
No, I
not.
don't know.
Did we find him?
Jared's all. He probably doesn't know. He probably took his Facebook
We-
down for all
Did we
that
find
shit.
it?
I mean,
You
I don't even
know,
know why.
did we find
it's
him?
just,
No.
It's just asinine to me that they would want not. I mean, the teachers union. You're supposed to protect these kids.
Yeah, no shit. All right, so here's what they happened at the hearing for the bill yesterday. So that would make sex between school employees and students a crime, even after they turned 16.
Because right now the law is if they're 16 and older, it's legal for them to have.
Well, it's the legal age of consent in Rhode
Right.
Island, so you can be 16 years old and have legal consent. All right. It says both teacher unions made their objections known. What does that say?
NEA Rhode Island, whatever that is. Some I don't
Oh,
know.
it's probably some organization.
They
Didn't
didn't
have
anyone testify.
Crowley didn't sign into the hearing and note his oppositions to the bill. Let's see what actually happened. As it currently stands, Rhode Island is one of the few states where it's perfectly legal for teachers and school employees to have sexual relations. So there's more states that are okay with it. It's not just Rhode Island.
Rhode Island's just getting the spotlight right now.
Well, they're probably going through it. Literally a dirty secret. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. You guys seen That's My Boy with Adam Sandler and what's his face from
I
the
haven't
Lonely
actually.
Island band?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, it's about Adam Sandler being a kid in high school and messing around with this, teacher. She ended up going to prison, still in prison, while her son's getting married, and this kid's having a kid at the age of 13. Right, so he's growing up, and he's got this TV show. He's got all this publicity with the news and stuff, and so he's rich. But then he blows it. I don't remember how he lost it all, but he ends up
Probably
being
drugs and alcohol.
well, whatever. He ends up being a bum. Okay, so his kids ends up being fat, loses a lot of weight, and I don't know. Basically, it's about a kid being born because of this, and how I don't know. They thought it was okay because there was a male student and a female teacher. They were just
Well,
they,
that'd probably be the better
the better
combination,
scenario.
the better scenario. I mean,
There is no good scenario. Don't get me wrong.
would
I'm-
you want some 16-year-old girl
I'm-
pregnant by some?
No, but it
30-year-old
shouldn't happen
man.
either way.
But
they're children.
But one scenario is okay.
No,
Okay,
it's
so you're gonna
not.
tell me. Okay, so let me.
Dude,
Okay, so
I'm
let
not
me. Let's.
stupid. I understand.
Okay, so
I understand
you're
almost
16.
every-
Remember?
I
Remember when we're
understand
16?
Almost every
Okay,
boy's fantasy is his hot teacher. I understand that.
That's
Don't get me
my
wrong. I
fantasy. That's
understand.
still my
We're
fantasy.
Varsity Blues.
That's still
The
my
teacher's a
fantasy.
So-
stripper in Varsity Blues.
So you really want to take that away?
Yeah.
You want to take that fantasy away from all the
The
fucking
problem
boys?
with fantasies and dream girls is they can actually come true. They're kids. They need to grow mature. These adults, I mean, with so many outlets of social media and online dating, you can't fucking find somebody. You have to resort to going to the kids in your classroom.
No, I'm not.
I gotta
that-
honestly say, how my way of thinking.
It's scary.
a little
Okay,
special,
so
you know?
how I've thought, who I am was been pretty much the same since 4 years old.
What? 4 years old?
Pretty much.
Jesus.
Here we go.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. 4-year-old fucking brain thought over there.
Most 4-year-olds are watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I'll
Freaking
find- yeah.
Detroit over here is watching fucking.
Revenge of the Nerds.
No,
Revenge of the
he's
Nerds.
watching fucking
No,
porn videos.
No, it was Revenge.
Porn videos?
Revenge of the Nerds. I remember that as like one of my first videos, movies I ever seen. But with that, yeah, I think I mean, 16. I'm a guy. I'm a teacher. If it would ever, for one, well, all right. So
I
moving
understand
on.
what you're saying. It's not right. Either way you.
Oh no, it's not right.
No matter
But
how you exactly, that's the whole argument right there. It's not right. Period. There's no no. It is not right. That's where you fucking cut it off. It's a criminal act. It's flat out rape.
Well, it's not a criminal act. Obviously, it's illegal in Rhode
Not Rhode-
Island.
I mean that's a true statement. It should be, but
Yeah, but
Alright, so-
who the fuck are you to fucking?
so first
legislate
evidence of a
laws?
planet.
I
With-
should be someone. Apparently they're not fucking picking up the tab, so maybe I should be one doing.
Okay,
Maybe,
so
maybe.
we're having a call to action then.
Are we going to Rhode Island and gonna
I mean,
come to the bottom of this?
you
or
know,
what?
We're gonna have to do some investigating.
You know
for sure.
that we've committed that we will go to wherever the action is.
we
just to
are.
get to the bottom of the
We will be
investigations.
mobile.
Well, here's the problem: is I know Detroit over here wants to go to Rhode Island just because there's some teachers looking to bang some boys, but you're a little older than what they're looking for apparently. So I don't know if you want to make that.
Yeah,
trip.
but like remember what I said. My mind hasn't changed.
4-year-old
He's still-
mentality.
he looks like a 30-year-old, but he's still a 16-year-old boy by heart.
Yes.
But no,
An earthquake in New York. I didn't know-
Nice,
I didn't know.
3.0 magnitude, huh?
I didn't know New York
that's
got
right
it.
about. Well, you know what? That's,
Southeast Southampton. New
them
York.
them New Yorkers
40.
can blame Rhode Island
Rhode
for that,
Island.
bringing that bad.
Yeah,
that bad
that's the
juju.
that's the old geography teacher porking little Joey in the classroom.
Yep.
causing
Now you're getting the
earthquakes.
earthquakes.
Oh man.
Exactly.
It's insane to me.
Nuns. Damn dirty nuns. Nuns sexually abusing minors could become next Catholic Church scandal.
Oh snap!
First it was the
Here
priests,
we
now
go.
it's the nuns.
Oh, so let me get this straight. It's not okay for 67-year-old nuns to abuse little boys, but it's okay for high school teachers to abuse little boys in Rhode
Okay, it
Island.
depends. Okay, nuns, getting all sadomasochist on 12-year-olds. That's a little different than your English
Oh, so-
teacher or
so
your
they
math
should-
teacher
the
coming
nuns
on to
should
you.
wait 4 years to do it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because she'll probably be dead by then.
Well, these claims that are all coming out of what the fuck is this
You know,
place at?
honest truth, and I've never
out in
said this.
Germany.
I've never said this to anybody.
Germany.
I've never said this to anybody, but there was a time I went to a Catholic church, and I think these memories are somewhat repressed because I don't have a lot of the details. Okay, but I feel like there was some funny business going on somewhere.
From the priests or from the nuns?
You know, again, I feel like these were suppressed memories. So
Probably the priests.
probably the priest. No, I don't know what I just remember. I remember like it was a chapel, and then behind the chapel, you go. There's this door. It's like a secret little room, kind of dark, kind of weird. And I just remember it's kind of weird. And I don't know the name of this church, but it was in the Detroit area.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if anybody had any similar experiences, they should email us or get a hold of us, and maybe we can find.
Oh, what's going on over in Detroit with
Well,
them?
get the body to find the name, and because right now they're holding those priests in that what the heck whoa go down what.
Well, that'll be our next topic.
Okay, so they're holding them responsible. So there's some lawsuits out there, and people need to get. I'm all for witch hunt on the Catholics.
To make sure, I mean, we got to get the bad
You
ones.
better watch what you're saying. We're gonna get assassinated by the Catholics.
You think the Jesuit hit squad will come after us? Have you seen them? Have you seen what they look like? Hey, pull up a picture of a Jesuit.
A
You're
Jesuit?
gonna walk outside and one's gonna be waiting for you.
Yep, right there. Jesuit clown suit.
Now just put hit squad.
No, clown suit.
What?
Yeah. Well, look at this. There they are.
These are.
No, that's not it.
What?
Get out of the clown. I was just joking with the clown. Get the clown out of there. Just their suit. You'll see it.
Oh, I thought they were actually clowns.
Jeez.
You said it.
Yeah, get in the images.
Oh yeah, that's where I need to go. Look at that badass.
No, that's not it. Go down.
You ever seen the video game?
Go
Hitman?
down. You'll know what I'm talking
We're
about.
not finding no Jesuits.
You are just
All right, I give up.
that's overrated.
All right, so look at this. Look at this article. Women on probation for bestiality indicted for warrant bank robbery. Let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay,
and read
go
this.
ahead. Put it. Give us the gist on
Rundown
this.
this.
Give us the jizz on this.
She is currently on probation for bestiality and has been indicted by Trumbull County grand jury on the charge of robbery. 35 years old, Amber Finney is accused of robbing Chase Bank on West Market Street and Warren Bank in February. According to police, employees at the bank said the woman, later identified as Finney, walked in the bank and handed a teller a note. She was carrying a large purse, face was covered in a hood. She told the teller she was not, or did not want to hurt her. The teller reportedly, she told Finney that she could only dispense 1,000 at a time. Reporter says Finney took the 1,000 and walked out the bank. Where's bestiality coming into play? Bank employees reportedly told police that she saw Finney walk outside and meet up with a man who was standing on the parking lot. Police said they were able to follow footprints and so in the snow behind several houses in a haymaker in the north toward the front porch of the home. The officer said the owner was at the home, went outside and brought Finney, who was arrested. What happened to the bestiality? No contest of bestiality in 2017?
What the?
Okay.
She got sold out.
So
by
she's
the snow.
so she's So this. Oh my gosh.
Well, look at her mug picture, dude. She looks like she's on meth.
You know what? Let's go to her Facebook page.
Okay, stop Facebooking stuff, everybody.
What happened to the
Well, I think we
bestiality
can.
thing?
I mean,
That's the only thing that caught your eye was a bestiality. You
Well,
don't give a
well,
shit
yeah.
about the robbery.
No,
I just think we
like-
should make friends on Facebook with these people.
Oh my goodness.
They need voices. We should let them be heard too. I'm sure she has a side
Look what comes
of
up
this
as-
story.
Her
Okay.
dog's got a Facebook page. Oh
that
my
her?
goodness. Vampire Wars.
That's
Click
not
on
her.
that.
That's not her.
Who can It says vampire.
Warren G, Ohio. Go back. That's her. Go back.
That's a hood
Go
princess.
back. She's there. She's there.
We found her.
Right there.
That's not her.
Yes, it is.
Whoa.
If God made man in his image, I'm glad he's going to hell.
Yep, that's it. Go back because
You
look,
should, hey, send her a
Warren
DM.
G. Look,
DM
Warren.
her and ask her about the bestiality.
That's not
No,
her.
no. Look, yeah, because
Yeah, the poor method
look,
is.
look,
Warren,
Warren, Ohio.
Yep, this
Come
is
on, let's
true.
go back.
That's her before meth. Hey, shoot her. Slide into her.
No,
DM.
look.
Slide into her DM.
No, listen. Let's be
She's
civil.
only got one
Let's give her a
friend.
choice. Let's ask her if she wants to be on the air and give her a chance to have her side of the story.
Well, we don't want her side of the story. We just want the
No, I think that-
bestiality. part
Yeah,
of
we're
the
gonna
story.
figure out what's going on with the bestiality thing.
Okay. James.
Faster. She's gonna go back up.
No, yeah, James, and message her and see if she wants to come on the air.
This one's in Ohio too. Look, Warren, Ohio.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Okay, you know what?
That's the same person.
Is it? I think this is her. Because it has more friends on it.
She worked at Vampire Wars.
She scares me a little bit.
Let's
She's got a whole lot of pets on her.
okay, yeah,
It's a
that's
It's a hood princess.
Okay,
Is
so-
that the same girl though?
okay. Can you send her a message, James? Ask her.
Are you the girl?
No, just be like, we're a nightly podcast, and we would like to interview you and to give her our contacts.
Ugh.
Oh my god. This is like the worst idea you guys have ever had.
Oh, we're like catfish sending people messages through Facebook.
Look,
This is a bad idea. Don't say.
Live. We are a nightly podcast and would love to interview you tonight.
no, we
Send.
gotta say love.
Hey, it might work. Watch your fucking messages. Right back.
This is media, dude.
All right,
This
all
is
right.
publicity.
All right. So if she calls, we're gonna have to ask her if she's the same woman. That's
Should we post that? We should probably post some of these articles that we're reading out of to our
our
pages
viewers.
so
We
people can follow.
will post these articles just so you see. I want to go on record right now that it's a bad idea to message some of these people because that girl looks downright scary.
What do you think she's gonna come find us or what?
We only have all our contacts out there.
Yeah.
The only thing that's saving us is she's about 800 miles away.
We'll be fine. We'll be
We got our first interview, possibly. Hood Princess.
That kills me.
Oh shit, that's funny.
You know what kind of interview that's gonna be?
A hood one.
We
All
can
right,
make it
so
work.
where are we at? We taking a
I don't know, we're coming up on a half-hour show here tonight. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling good, but that's just asinine that you would send that message to a random person.
No, it's not random. She's in the news. We found her.
Yeah.
Fair and square.
Yeah, we found her fair and square, dude.
You.
What, fair and square, right?
No.
Friender. I didn't say friender.
No, I didn't do that.
I said friend her. Add her on Facebook.
No,
Hey,
we're not gonna.
I mean, she could be
Do
a
you
follow.
understand? Do you understand what kind of street cred we get if we were teaming up with the Hood Princess?
From Ohio.
You know, we could get.
Well, you don't fuck with the streets of Ohio.
Well, yeah, Bone.
Ohio.
Bone's from there. Don't go to Cleveland.
Oh my goodness, that shit is just too funny.
What's your next article you got going on here?
I'm not worried about Iran. Let's do baby elephant named Dumbo.
What?
That sounds dumb.
Forced to
Oh.
headbang.
What?
No, what did you find out? What did you find out? Find out more about that sex cult? I thought we were.
Oh my goodness.
Do
Is-
some research on the sex cult.
Yeah, Colin, go back to the sex cult people because I don't believe that actress is part of it. I don't remember.
Yeah, dude,
reading
she
that.
fucking pleaded guilty,
I
bro. She
don't
pleaded
believe that's the
guilty
same
to it.
person.
Look at her right there.
That's not the same person.
This is definitely from
No, it's
Smallville.
not.
This isn't the Lois Lane from Smallville, but this is one of the actors.
No, I understand that, but the TV show we were watching, that's not the same actress.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, do you want me to look it up? Let's see. Psych. Psych.
Dude, you were like the worst speller on all of history.
Oh, whatever.
There's no E.
Dun, 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 dun,
Right there.
dun.
Click on that link.
I'm looking for the cast members.
Yeah, click on that link. Good Lord.
Oh man.
I don't understand how you can
Where are
just
the
go
pictures?
from being a normal actress to joining a sex cult. Like what?
Well, you
what
don't-
do you have to have happen in your life in order to make that transition?
I mean, there's definitely a transition into it. I mean, you just didn't automatically go do it. She's not on here.
I told you she wasn't.
Well, who is this right here? Nope. Nope. I could have swore I saw her earlier today, but I could have just been tripping.
You were wrong, sir.
Clearly I was wrong. But
You were wrong.
here's her charges. I don't know if we got to that yesterday or not, but she was charged.
She pleaded guilty.
Well, yeah, but what?
On count of racketeering.
Trafficking
what
and
the
forced
fuck,
labor
is
charges.
racketeering?
Racketeering.
What's the definition of that?
Racketeering.
Refers to crimes committed through
Extortion?
extortion or coercion. So if you're coercing someone into joining a sex cult, it'd be racketeering.
Or extorting them out of money due to information that you know about them.
We were talking about this at the poker table about natural collusion.
That's the extortion. You ever thought about just sitting when you sit down at the poker table, just coming up with the most random fucking topics to make the people around you uncomfortable?
Oh, I do it all the time. We were talking about dialects. Actually, there was a group of Arabic Somalian people walking past our poker table, and some guy had made the rude comment, "I can never understand what they're saying." Well, sir, let me educate you real quick. So it don't really matter what they're saying. You could probably break it down if you wanted to. He goes, I mean, you ever seen that movie Stargate with David something? What's his name?
Yes. Way to own the guy with a geeky freaking TV show.
No, not the TV show. The movie. The movie. This one. What's his name?
Kurt Russell?
No, is that his name right there? Kurt? No,
Oh, no,
that's
that's
Kurt
James
Russell.
Spader.
Oh, James Spader right there. Name's right there. Anyways, James.
Kurt Russell's a badass.
But James Spader, when he goes to this other dimension in the Stargate, he meets these the older generation of these Egyptians that he couldn't understand what they were saying, but once he figured out the vowels, he could break it down. He could basically, turn the Arabic and
Sure.
figure out what they were saying. So
Here's a question. Not to bust you up on your Stargate movie review. Who wins in a fight? Mel Gibson or Russell Crowe?
Russell Crowe.
Mel Gibson.
Russell Crowe in Gladiator, Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon.
Dude, Mel
Oh,
Gibson.
oh,
Mel
no,
Gibson
no
would
way,
kick
no
his
way,
ass, dude.
no
Really?
way.
Well, yeah.
No way.
Mel Gibson would kick his. Oh, I'm not saying Mel Gibson ain't gonna take a beating. Mel Gibson will take the beating, and then freaking dude, yeah.
Why would you say this? Like what?
Dude, Mel Gibson's just got that lean, hard. I'm,
Because of the Patriot movie or what?
No.
not
I'm
just
saying,
that.
I'm saying the actor.
But he
from
was
Lethal Weapon.
William Wallace.
No, I'm saying the Lethal Weapon
Riggs, yeah,
and versus the Gladiator.
Riggs.
Really?
Does Riggs got his service revolver?
No.
Pistol?
No.
No.
Hand
So
to
the
hand.
Gladiator ain't got a sword, right?
No, hand to hand.
Hand to hand, yeah. Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, really?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'd have to disagree with that.
I would
That's
say
all, that
Russell
was all
Crowe.
computer minus computer
Oh
animation.
no shit! You don't say. You think the
Minus
bullets in Lethal
minus
Weapon are
minus
real?
computer animation.
Jesus.
Man to man, straight up.
Minus computer animation. Mel Gibson.
Okay,
Toe to toe.
who's the ultimate battle? Who do you think the ultimate battle with fictional characters would be?
Ultimate battle of fictional characters.
Yeah.
Well, if your head can't get chopped off, Wolverine's the ultimate warrior.
No Superman on that.
Superman's an overpower. OP all the way. You can't really include him in any fight because he fucking wins them all.
Oh, so it just wouldn't be a valid argument.
Yeah, not really. I mean, Superman wins it hands down. The only if
I'm
there's
not,
no weaknesses,
I'm
I
not
mean, if
gonna
you
lie. I'm not like this educated in this universe. I'm just kind of wondering. You know what I mean? Like I guess that's a nice way of me saying I'm not a fucking geek. So I don't know these things.
You don't have to be a geek to be a fan.
I'm a fan of them. I watch the videos. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't know. All I'm saying is Superman's an overpower unless you throw kryptonite in the mix, and then he's fucked.
yeah, I know the whole kryptonite thing.
So, well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end our segment for tonight, April 9th, 2019. Again, I am your host, Jimmy Jam 420. Hit us up on our website, thetomkinsedition.com. Thank you, and good night.